I was recently asked if there were any stress test type programs for FreeBSD, and there are quite a few, but in this video we'll be looking at Stress and Stress NG. Installing is very easy in GhostBSD. Using Software Station, if we search for Stress, that will bring up a few options. They've got Stress there, and Stress Disk, we don't need that. We've got Stress NG. These are the two that we'll be looking at. Stress Disk maybe for another video. And we can hit apply, and it will start to download and install. A little pop-up brings you what we're going to install. So once you're happy with that, just hit confirm. If you want to install via the command line, say for instance in GhostBSD or in FreeBSD itself, it's pkg install stress and stress-ng. It does the same thing as a software station, it just uses the command line. Some people prefer one or the other, but it does the same thing. So wait for it to, there you go, and you want to proceed? Yes, we do. Press Y, and it will start to install the things that we need. The stress command can stress the CPU, memory, input, output, or disk of a system, and it can report any errors if detected. The original stress command gives you very few outputs, but we'll still see what we can see. So an uptime command will show that the system is not very stressed at the moment, and as you can see, the load averages are quite low. And if we issue a stress with 8 CPUs and timeout 20, it should run for a little bit. Just fast forward to the results, and then if we issue the uptime again, if we look at the load average, you can see it's gone up quite significantly. Right, so I mean, you know, to be honest, I don't know what half these for. I know that this is a good way to test your system out, but so people perhaps more in the know than I am, which is probably not a difficult thing, can look at these tests and think, oh yes, that's good, that's bad. This is if you issue the verbose command, so you know the option for more detail as far as you can in the original stress program. And again, the actual load average is risen quite a lot, as we expected it would do. The next test we can do is a virtual memory stress test, and we're going to run that for 60 seconds. Input uptime. Yeah, didn't stress the system at all, really. Mind you, I mean, to saying that, I mean, it's, you know, we should have let the system just calm down a bit more, but, you know. So the next one we're going to do is, it's a combined stress test. CPU, input, output, and memory. And we're going to run that for 20 seconds and allocate a memory of 256 megabytes per VM worker. I'm going to look at the uptime, the load average. Yeah, it's gone up as we expected. I mean, it's not a massive increase, but it's still did its job. Right, Stress NG is a little bit more sophisticated, and it gives you a slightly better output to see what's happening. So we issue uptime again to see the load average. There we go. In this test, we're going to run 8 CPU stresses with a timeout of 60 seconds, and then it will give a summary at the end. A little bit more detail than the original stress command did. Right, there we go. So if you're in the know of these things, you can look at that and you think, oh yeah, it's very good. To me, I'm not. I don't fully understand what that is, but I will presumably the higher the BOGO amount, there's a better score. Apparently, I don't know. Maybe it should be less. Leave a comment in the comment section down below, and educate me, please. Right. So yeah, that's good. Right, so the next one we're going to run is a hard drive stressor test. And we're going to run 5 stressors. And apparently it's going to have 100,000 BOGO operations. Okay. Now, well, that sounds a lot. I don't know if that is a lot, but that's what it's got. Yeah, I mean, it didn't seem to do that much, really. Negligible difference. Again, if you're in the know, you can look at the results of that and come to your own conclusion. And the last one we're going to run, again, is an all-in-one combined, input, output, stress, and hard drive and memory, etc. And there you go. So again, as you can see, the results are a little bit more comprehensive using Stress NG. Right, here's a little bit of further reading that you can do on this subject, which I highly recommend. You can go to the wiki, the Ubuntu wiki, and there's a Stress NG section there. Or you can go to techmint.com, and I got some of the examples here, and look at some Stress NG there too. Right, it's a funny little video, this. I was requested this. I don't really know the subject that much. Just showed that there's 2 programs that you can use. There are others available. But yeah, you can do it. You have to be careful using them not to sort of like overdo your system because it can lag everything down. If you're in the need for one of these, it might be useful for you. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you next time.